I didn't hit record. So I'm going to hit record. You're all being recorded. And I'm also going to share the Google Doc with everyone.
I thought I saw it, it disappeared.
And all right, so now number one, we're recording. Number two, welcome. Number three, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. And that's me. I'm the bald guy of the Marty and Katz and of the Marty and Raphi show. Some people can't really tell the difference between Marty and Raphi because we look alike. I'm the bald one. He still has plenty of hair on the side. I've been doing digital marketing, SEO, and reputation management for over 20 years. Developing engagement and awareness programs. And I work with leaders of companies who aren't getting the Google results or enough sales leads. So that is me. And now we're going to go around the horn. We're going to have introductions. So I see a lot of you are muted. Thank you very much. Before we get into the introductions, actually. Marty.
Yes.
What is the name of our group?
BizDev Leaders.
So why did you name, you're the branding and messaging guy. Why did you name this group BizDev Leaders?
Because this is a group of people that has come together who really understand what business development is about. And just a word about how we define business development. It's not sales and it's not marketing. What it is, it's the development of long-term relationships between organizations or individuals that lead to mutual benefits going forward. So for instance, Raphi and I have separate businesses, but we've developed this one as a way to advance both of our causes. So that's what business development is. And it's not to be confused with sales, which is about closing. This is not about closing, and it's not about opening necessarily. It's about how we can develop relationships with each other that benefits both parties in the future.
And just some ground rules in the spirit of business development and in the spirit of this being a hybrid between a workshop and a networking group. We're not trying to hard sell anyone here. What are we trying to do, Marty?
Develop long-term benefits that lead to mutual growth.
Right. We're trying to make friends, develop long-term relationships, and then maybe you develop trust with someone, and then maybe an opportunity comes along where you are doing business with someone. All right.
That's us.
Like us. Right? But once again, Marty has never paid me a dime for all the help and all the things that I've done for him. I just want that to go on record. Okay. So with that, we're going to have our 10-second introduction. So I'm going to stop sharing, stop share. And then I'm going to highlight the speaker view, but that doesn't work for me because I need to ask who people are. All right, I'm going to say 3 names. You get 10 seconds, just who you are, what you do, maybe what a good referral for you is, but in 10 seconds. This is not the time of the workshop where you're going to go longer than 10 seconds. So first we have, I'm going to start with David Edwards. David Edwards is a very good friend of Marty and mine. And if you can, please mute.
Somebody has to mute themselves.
Yeah, if you can mute yourselves while the other person is speaking, that would be appreciated. So anyway, getting back to David Edwards of Heron Wealth, very good friend. He has a monthly webinar, which we're going to invite you to after this. After David, then Audrey Glover-Schwartz and John Sadowski. Please go ahead, David.
Good morning. I'm David Edwards, president of Heron Wealth, mostly in New York City, these days Hillsdale, New York. We work with professional families across the United States on financial planning, investing, tax, and estate planning. Our clients are successful executives who work very hard, but are overwhelmed by the choices, and we help them make good decisions.
Thanks, David. Audrey and John.
You said Audrey Glover-Schwartz, so which one?
Which
Audrey
Audrey?
Glover-Schwartz, you.
Okay. Okay, good morning, everybody. I'm Audrey Glover-Dictor from Glover-Dictor PL. I'm an attorney, and I help agencies and businesses try to avoid lawsuits from false. I'm so sorry. Dogs were barking, so they caught me off. False advertising, IP infringement, and privacy law violations. Thank you.
Thanks. John Sadowski.
My name is John Sadowski from Metro Valley Advertising. We are a lead generation, media planning, and buying company. Work with marketing directors at mid-sized companies to help them solve their marketing woes.
All right. Art Blazer, Audrey Schwartz, and then Desi.
Good morning. I'm Art Blazer. I'm an independent life and health insurance agent. I help families ensure their financial future just in case, and I help small business owners give their employees employee benefits, which will make them want to stay with the company.
And for those of you that don't know, we're bringing Art into the Marty and Raphi show because he is very high tech and just hilarious. Thank you, Art. Go ahead, Audrey.
Okay, well, I'm not that hilarious, but I'm Audrey Schwartz. I'm an advisor with Mass Mutual Financial. I typically work with small business owners who are so focused on their careers that they haven't had time to organize their finances. And right now they're feeling very anxious and a little depressed because of what's going on in the economy and in the current market situation.
Thanks. Desi.
Hello, everyone. It's Desita here, a consultant here. And as you see in my bag, I help all the companies, institutions in high performance, as I am myself. And I help companies who dysfunction and leaders who dysfunction. So I am a doctor of high performance.
Thank you, Desi.
All right. Next, we have Emma. I'm going to unmute you. Jen in San Francisco, unmute, and one digicard. I don't know your name. You're unmuted.
Hi, everyone. My name is Emma Itkes. I work with Legal Shield, and company is a leading provider of affordable legal and privacy protection plans. From real estate to speeding ticket to will preparation and beyond, Legal Shield is here to help. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jennifer in San Francisco. I'm a retired personal trainer and real estate entrepreneur. I'm currently a San Francisco landlord and looking to partner up with charitable organizations to do work that I love.
And one digicard.
Yeah, I apologize. I just changed my name. My name is Deepen Ped. We're from One DigiCard. We give a platform to create interactive digital business cards, and it's also like a mini website. A lot of features. You can scan the QR code with the iPhone app and have a look at it. That's what we do. Thanks.
Very good. All right, I'm just going down the horn, and I've got Robert Weinberg, Ross Arnell, and Roy Fenichel.
Good morning. My name is Rob Weinberg. Name of my company is DM Pros, and we are printers and direct mail marketers. We print and mail for just about anybody in the commercial world, and about the other 50% of my business is working with nonprofits in the fundraising world and in the events world, whether it is a virtual event or hopefully we'll be back to real events soon.
Ross Arnell from Arnell Associates. We are employee benefit brokers. Been in the business for over 30 years. Great referrals for us these days are brokers who really just dabble in the employee benefit area. We work out deals where we can compensate them and give their clients better service.
Thank you.
Ross, you have two Zooms open.
I know that. I got to cancel the other one out.
But it sounds pretty cool.
Well,
yeah, not for me.
Not for me. Not for me.
All right, Roy Fenichel.
I think the second half of the meeting is where we provide feedback, not the first half.
Oh, good one.
Good morning. My name is Roy Fenichel. I bring clarity to the real estate process. If you know anyone buying or refinancing property, they should meet their title person. If they don't know their title person, put them in touch with me.
Thank you. Next three. I've got Ross Camerol, Byron, Steve Isaacson Associates, and Victor Lee.
Hi, my name is Ross. I'm a lawyer. I work with startups concerning business growth.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Steve Isaacson. I'm a guest of Marty. My company's called Isaacson Associates. I have way over 50,000 hours of practice of marketing and printing and promotional items and signage. Get noticed, be remembered, Isaacson Associates. I also specialize in COVID face masks. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll dive right in. Hi everybody. I'm Victor Lee. We have a super hotspot app for people who need fast and secure online access when they're working from home or if they're out of the office. So we're looking for companies whose teams are at home or people who spend all day on Zoom calls like these. Thanks.
Isn't that the truth, Victor?
Very good. I think I got everyone. Is there
And
anyone?
there's somebody with only a phone number, 917-705.
Ending in 3893. I think that's David's.
Oh, sorry, David.
Is that David? Or is someone else? All right. So with that, let's go back to me sharing my screen. And all you have to do is find the share screen button. It's very easy when you find the share screen button. Isn't that right, Marty?
It is.
So, Marty, we've just had our introductions, and we said that we weren't going to hard sell anyone and jump into the business development portion. But before we do, why don't you tell us about the 3 rules of marketing?
Right, the 3 rules of marketing. These are ways that I have found that really make a difference for people who want to reach their target audience. And it's really based on the lives and the concerns of the target audience. Many people will talk about their services, but really the 3 rules are this way. The first one is no one cares about you. And this is really hard for people to get. And that's because we're so much involved in our day-to-day activities. We want to talk about ourselves, but nobody cares about that. They have their own problems, they have their own issues, they have their own opportunities, so they're only concerned about themselves. And the second is they will only remember the problem that you solve. So if you provide a lot of information about services and procedures and features and benefits and all that stuff, it's impossible for them to sort of figure out what does this mean. If you tell them specifically, here's a problem I solved that's resident with the prospect, has nothing to do with your services or your solutions. It's only about the problem you solve that lives with them. That's the second rule. And the third rule is they won't do the work to figure it out. If you provide people with a lot of information, they just won't paw through it. They will have to kind of sift through it. It makes it very, very hard. So what we want is, and so once you get that handled with folks, of course, the next piece after that would be, what's your solution? What makes you special and different? What are your credentials? All the rest of it follows. So this is really about how to start chapter 1, which is really focused exclusively on the prospect. And then obviously later on you come in with how you solve the problem. So that's what we're going to do here today. So we're going to have a workshop, and then we're going to have people who will volunteer to step up and use this as an opportunity to tell us all how you present yourself. What is your self-presentation for your business? And it starts with your audience. Who is it you're trying to reach? And it's very specific. It's never companies. Companies don't make decisions. It's individuals, CMO, CFO, CEO, whatever this is for you. And that's the problem you solve for them. And again, the problem that you solve is something that resides within them. And so we'll have some volunteers, and you'll present, and I'll provide some feedback as a learning experience so you can see how you might be able to refine what you say and how you say it.
So I just want to throw in here. Are you all familiar with Sam Kinison? Do you know who Sam Kinison is? Sam Kinison was. Sam Kinison was he was a comedian. He was known for his yelling and screaming at how upset he was with you or something that you mess up on. Marty is very similar to Sam Kinison. And you shouldn't take offense. You shouldn't take offense at Marty's, Marty's a grandfather. He loves you unconditionally.
It's true.
He doesn't care about you. I mean, wait, even though that's the first rule of marketing, Marty cares about you. Let me change that. Marty cares, even though the 3 rules of marketing are Marty doesn't care, is that no one cares about you. I want you all to know Marty cares about you. So what you're about to go through is a sort of Sam Kinison, Marty Katz. You're going to try to tell us about your audience and the problem that you solve. Marty's going to yell at you like Sam Kinison afterwards. Don't take it personally. He loves you unconditionally.
Well, most of that is true. I'm not really going to yell, but because we have a compressed amount of time, I have to get to the points. I will sort of jump in and interrupt you. So yes, don't take it personally.
Okay, so the time is now 9:23. We only have 15 people on the line. So first we're going to take volunteers, and then I'm going to call on people. So can I see 3 hands of volunteers?
Courage.
Let's see who's brave. Art Blazer.
Desi. And
John, you're smiling a lot. No, you stop smiling, John. So now he's not sure. Okay, we've got Art, Desi, and then John Sadowski. You're on. You better get ready. Remember, Marty loves you unconditionally.
I've been mortified before.
All right, Art, let's hear it.
I'm an independent agent. Good morning, I'm Art Blazer. I'm an independent agent who helps small business owners use tax-favored employee benefits like group medical insurance to create happy employees who want to stay with your firm instead of moving on to someone else's after you've spent so much time teaching them. Being independent allows me to find the best company for you, not the best one for me. The art of insuring you properly.
Okay, so Art, that was a lot about you. Remember, nobody cares about you. No one cares about your solution. They're not interested, not interested. So what is the problem that they have? And who are they? Are leaders of small to mid-sized firms, right?
Right.
Okay, what is the problem that they have? Not your solution.
Keeping their employees happy.
Okay, they want to keep their, so what's the problem? So why is that a problem for them?
In this day and age, people want to give something extra to their employees that will help that employee say, hey, this is a good boss. This is a good company to work for.
Okay, so let me just jump in here. So the problem they have is employee retention.
Right.
Okay, that's the problem. It's just that simple. The problem that these managers have is that they have a problem with retention. And why do they have that problem? Because they don't have the programs in place that are interesting to employees, so they'll stick around. And how does this leave them feeling?
Frustrated and helpless.
Frustrated and worried about the future. Got it. You have to say it just like that, Art. No big stories about all your service offerings. They're not interested. Not yet. If somebody says, well, gee, Art, how do you handle it? Then you can go into your long story.
So just as a reminder, Art, thank you for being a guinea pig.
Yes,
Marty,
thank you, Art.
very, 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 very well done. You didn't Sam Kinison all over. You loved him unconditionally.
I'm just warming up.
Yeah. Remember, you're just giving your audience and the problem you solve.
No story.
No
Who's
story.
next?
No big story. Let me stop sharing. Next, we have Desi.
Desi, let's hit it.
Hello, everyone. This is Desi Tahira Consulting. I know that you have failed in your business. I know that you have a problem in your organization. I know that you fail, so I thrive from communism to be attorney of the city. I thrive from being a failure in a business as an executive.
Desi, I have to interrupt you. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm Desi. Are you a lawyer?
I used to 10 years.
No. Are you a lawyer now?
No.
Okay. What do you do now? Are you a business consultant?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, my name is Desi. I'm a business consultant.
Okay.
And so that's what you have to say, that long story.
I
So
got it.
with whom do you work?
With the CEOs and the executives.
So you work with C-level people of what size companies, small or mid-size?
Small, mid-size, and
Okay. And what's the problem? I mean, to tell people that you know that they failed, like I would say following guest, I wouldn't listen to anybody who says, I know that you failed. I would just shut down.
Okay.
Maybe I'm a sensitive type. I don't care. I wouldn't listen to anybody who talks that way.
Okay.
So what is their problem?
The dysfunction of the team, dysfunction of the processes and the mindset.
That's a big list. Would the problem be that they're not effective managers, or not getting the results that we want? They're not getting the results from the effectiveness that they want from their company, something like that. So their output is not as robust as it could be. Use some language that has a little warmth and not such harsh dictates. So you tell me, what's the problem that they have?
They have problem with change management, with the changes that are facing today, and the performance of employees and the performance of leaders.
No, Desi, no lists. Listen, you get one thing out of today's meeting. Okay. No lists. No lists. Okay. No one's going to think. I would have to think through what is she talking about? How does that relate to me? You could say that the problem that people have is they're not getting the level of commitment from their employees. Perhaps that's it. Or they're not getting the output they want from their employees. Just one thing. And why is that? Why can't they get that from their employees?
Commitment.
So why can't they get?
It's not alignment in a company culture.
Excellent. So they can't do that because there's no alignment in company culture. Perfect. And how does this leave them feeling?
Empowered and
fearful.
unproductive.
Got it. They're fearful for the future. Got it. Excellent. Next.
John Sadowski, you've been chosen as the next contestant on Marty is Right.
Now, John's got this. I know him.
Oh, God.
John is a client.
Oh, boy. Now the pressure's on. Thanks, Marty.
You're welcome.
I'm John Sadowski. I'm the president of Metro Valley Advertising. We're a media planning and buying agency. As I said earlier, we work with marketing executives, senior marketing executives, and decision makers at mid-sized companies. Generally, the problem that they have is they're not getting the results from the media spend that they want. Usually, that's because their strategy and tactics are not working properly, and that, of course, leaves them feeling, worried and nervous. In some cases, fearing for their jobs.
Perfect. So, I want all of you to really get this. Now, he did have an advantage because we just finished working together maybe 2 weeks ago. But that
I went on vacation, Marty, so I forgot everything.
You seem to have remembered it very well.
You look very tan, and you have more hair on your head now, John.
I'll tell you something. That sun does a lot for, yeah.
So, but see, John really talked exclusively about the problem he solves and for whom. He didn't say a word about him or what he does, or he handles both traditional and digital media, and he ties in events. He didn't get into any of that stuff because that would come later. So John, A+, next. Who's next?
Oh, sorry. Those are our first 3 volunteers. So now the question is, are we going to have more volunteers, or am I going to choose people?
I'll jump in.
All right. Who is that? Rob Weinberg?
It's Rob Weinberg.
All right. So
Hi,
Rob,
my name is Rob.
And then any other volunteers before I choose 2 more people? Yes, Deepan.
Yes.
Deepan.
Yeah. And David Edwards. Did you just
no,
hang loose? All right, Rob Weinberg. Good luck.
I'm going to do my best. Hi, my name is Rob Weinberg. The name of my business is DM Pros, and we are printers, direct mail marketers, and fundraisers. Generally, nonprofits love my business because we help them raise more money and we help them make their events more successful.
That's all about you. That's all about you.
We help them. I'm solving their problem.
What is the problem that they have? The problem is not.
Their problem is they need to raise money and they need to have successful events.
Okay, so you work with executive directors of not-for-profit organizations. The problem they have is they're not getting the result from their fundraising activities, correct?
That is correct.
And why is that?
Why is that? We help them with a process. Maybe their process isn't correct, or we make their process more successful.
They don't have a strategy and a plan to develop the kind of communication materials they need to reach their target audience.
We analyze their data and come
That's
up
about
with
you. No one cares about you. Don't talk about you and your data.
It's their data.
Doesn't matter. But you're doing something with it. So why don't they have the results that they want from their outreach efforts?
Because they haven't hired me yet.
But that's totally self-serving. That would be like Desi, like sticking a finger in my nose. So let's try that again. So Robert, why don't they get the results that they want?
They need guidance and coaching.
Well, that's also about you. The reason they're not thinking, oh, I need guidance and coaching. What they're thinking about is my communication program is broken. The reason they're not getting the results that they want from their outreach efforts is their communication program is broken. It's not working.
Or they don't have one.
Or they don't, well, then something like that. Something about their communication program is dysfunctional. Remember, it's about them, what they live with every day. It's not about you. Give it a whirl, Robert.
Okay, now this is getting tough.
Yep.
Welcome to the Marty and Raphi show, where Marty
No
is right
problem.
all the time.
Please. It's
I
10 o'clock.
love this one. I love it.
I love it. Yeah.
No, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I need the abuse. It's all about them.
Correct.
You've got this, Rob. You've got it. Marty already gave you the answer.
I did.
You're gonna have to give it to me again.
Their communication program is not working. It's about communications. They have this effort that they have for fundraising. They have an effort, but their communications of that effort is not working.
Rob, are you disagreeing with what Marty is saying?
I'm enhancing their ability to raise.
Nobody cares
more
about
funds.
you. Nobody cares about you.
Okay.
Robert, I think you should sit with this. I think we should move on to the next person because whatever
we'll
you
come
say,
back.
do not mention we or I or analysis or anything like that. Next.
Deepan.
Deepan.
Yeah. Hey, good morning. My name is Deepan Bed and I'm from 1DG Card. I see that in this current COVID times, businesses don't want to share their business cards physically because of social distancing.
Stop. This is not a sales conversation, Deepan.
Okay.
So do not regale me with any of your sales talk.
Okay.
Start again.
All right. So my name is Deepan. I'm from 1DG Card and we see business, no, not Seattle, sorry.
With whom do you work? Whoops.
It's very simple. I want to remind everyone, the workshop is, this is just the initial conversation. You're telling us who you are, who your audience is, and the problem you solve for them. And that's it.
That's
and
it.
Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. Marty is he's a lovable grandfather, but he's like Sam Kinison.
Go on, Deepan.
Yep. All right. So I'm Deepan Bed from 1DG Card. We work with small businesses.
Wait a minute, stop. You don't work with businesses don't make decisions. Are these CMOs, CFOs? Tell me very specifically.
Got it. Okay. So we work with CEOs and decision makers of a company and we solve basically what problem we solve is how they want to share their, they have a small, how we help them? No, not we help them. So we solve the presence of having a digital presence. Now,
what?
So we solve the problem of having a small digital presence.
Well, is it that they're not, that sounds like what Raphi does. I mean, he's a digital marketing consultant and he helps organizations become well known using digital media. Is that what you do? Are you a digital?
No. That's actually way bigger than what I do. I'm very small in that category.
So you have to be. So what problem do these organizations have?
So in current times when they cannot go visit people physically, we help them share their information digitally.
No one cares about you. I still don't know what you do. What problem do they have? Has nothing. If you use the word "we," the conversation ends.
Okay, got it. So the problem that they are having is that they are not able to go the visibility in terms of right now when they cannot go physically to any events like trade shows or anything. They're not able to go there and they cannot show what they do. So I don't want to use "we," but so this interactive, so the digital business card would help them.
No, don't talk about business cards.
Okay.
No. So
Okay.
maybe these people are not able to connect with their target audience effectively to sell their services or products. Maybe that's it. Is that it?
No, I think I got a little bit different here. So we help, no, not we here, sorry. So the businesses can reach their prospective clients and they can be on their fingertips. So not we again. So basically let me just tell this to you and maybe you can frame it for me. I'm probably, yeah. So what we do is we help them make keep their information at the fingertips of their prospective clients. So how do I put that across? Like,
well, is it that they can't maintain an ongoing communication, an effective ongoing communication with their prospects?
Yes, if they cannot. Yeah.
Okay. So the problem that these COOs have is they cannot maintain an ongoing relationship with their prospects.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? And why is that? And why is that?
It could be for several reasons that they
no list. Who I was speaking to? Somebody said no lists. Desi, no lists.
So it could be it is because the prospect is not interested at the moment in their services.
Okay, so it's a matter of function and timing. So the reason they're not able to maintain this relationship is they don't have a way to continue the relationship at the right time for the prospect.
Right.
That's the reason.
Right.
And this is them feeling exhausted, I would say.
Okay.
I'm exhausted listening to this. Is that helpful? Is that helpful?
Yeah.
You have to totally re-engineer yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
And some people on this call have. David Edwards is a good example. John already showed you what he does. Who's next?
David Edwards, do you want to step up to the plate, or should we move on?
Who did you say, Raphi?
David Edwards. Do you want to step up?
Hi, I'm here. Good morning. The good news for many of my prospects is that they've had successful careers and they've made a reasonable amount of money. The bad news is they now face 10,000 choices of what to do with that money. And for them, the time of trial and error, they want to get to the 10 best choices as quickly as possible. So my firm, which provides financial planning, investment advice, tax and estate planning, helps our prospects get to that happy place as quickly as possible.
Excellent. You see David is a grad. Next.
All right, Roy, you escaped Marty. You escaped Marty last week or 2 weeks ago in the last one. So, Roy, Steve, and Audrey, do you guys want to step up? All right, so we got Roy, Steve, and Audrey Schwartz. Did you want to step up? All right, Roy, Steve, and Audrey, and then we'll go into a breakout room. So Roy, you're smiling. Are you having edibles over there?
My name is Roy Fenichel. Good morning. My audience is anyone
What do you do? Roy, what do you do?
Title
you
insurance.
Can't talk about your audience. I mean, are you a lawyer?
I am a lawyer, but nowadays I just play one on TV.
Roy, what do you do?
I'm an attorney with a title company. My audience is anyone purchasing or refinancing residential or commercial property. The problem they have is they don't know their title person. They're involved in a transaction and they don't know who to talk to push it along, to find out status. What's going on.
So my name is Roy and I work for, I forget the name of the title insurance company. Does everybody know what title insurance is? I mean, I don't know. Is that really common? I'm asking that. I know, but okay, yes, Desi, you do know? Okay. So my name is Roy and I'm the vice president at, I forgot the name of the title insurance company. And you work with people who are purchasing either homes or offices, correct?
Well, do you do commercial properties also, Roy, or is it mainly residential homes?
Residential, commercial, if it's property, we do it.
So people are buying residential commercial property. And it seems to me that the problem that they have is that they want to close as soon as possible. That's the problem that they have. They need to close on this property. And the reason that they can't close is they haven't done the title search. And this leaves them feeling anxious, something like that. How does that sound?
I don't think they're anxious about the title because I don't think they'd even know. If it's on the residential side, they don't know. They don't know that part of the process. If it's on the commercial side, they know.
Oh, okay. So regardless of how they feel, they want to close. They can't close right now. What's missing is the title search, and they can't close without it. So let's leave them at the minimum. It leaves them feeling nervous or anxious or worried or concerned or something like that.
Yeah, they feel in the dark.
Okay, good. So take it from the top, Roy, and relax. He's all nervous and stuff. Roy, you've been doing this for 100 years. Go.
My name is Roy Fenichel. I'm an attorney. Title insurance is the name of the game. My audience
No. Let's leave out all this sales crap. Title insurance is the name of the game. That's some, I don't know, that's some sales conversation. Just tell us you work for a title insurance company. Nobody cares that you're a lawyer either because you're not representing yourself.
Hey, you're the one who brought it up. I said, are you? It was as a way to promote you saying, I'm a vice president at this title insurance company. And none of that sleazy stuff. Go. My name is Roy Fenichel. I'm director of title insurance for MIT National. My audience is anyone buying residential or commercial property anywhere in the country.
And what's the problem that they have?
The problem on the residential side is no one introduced them to their title person, so that they're in the dark.
No. The problem is that they can't close as quickly as they want to. They can't close because there's a piece missing in the process. It's their problem.
Is that true, Roy?
Not really. It's not that there's something missing, is that they don't know where they are in the transaction.
Okay, good. So the problem is they don't know where they are in the transaction. Say that.
But I mean, they don't know what they don't know, basically.
They don't know what they need to know to close.
Right. They don't.
So you have to say that.
Right. They don't know why they're not closing yet. They don't know why they're
Perfect.
waiting. They don't know what they're waiting for.
Don't walk past the first part of it. They don't know why they're not closing.
Yeah.
Right. And how does it leave them feeling?
Well, frustrated.
Perfect.
Angry, out of the loop.
Let's stay with frustrated. Take it from the top. My name is Roy.
My name is Roy. I'm a director with MIT National. It is my job to help purchasers, refinancers.
No, I'm a title insurance company. Unless you say you're a title insurance company, how could we possibly know what you're talking about?
Yeah, but that's part of the problem. If they don't know what the title insurance company is, I don't think it's helpful to say title insurance company. If they already know what a title insurance company is, then they don't have that problem.
You have to tell people what you do. If I'm a marketing consultant, I don't tell people I'm a marketing consultant. How will they know what I do? Why would you be reluctant to say that you work for a title insurance company?
Because if they already know what a title insurance company is, I'm already at that third step already.
You're not listening.
Remember, Roy, Marty loves you unconditionally.
But you're not listening.
No. You said all of the answers. You said everything that you needed to say. You just need to put it all together. You already told us who your audience is, residential and commercial
buyers.
property, buyers, and you told us what the problem is. That they don't know. It's not that they're not closing. You said that they don't know. You said it before.
So let me try, Roy. My name is Roy, and I'm the VP of Closing Sales.
The director. Come on, pay attention, Marty.
Director of Sales for MIT. MIT. We are a title insurance company. We work with buyers of commercial and residential properties. The problem they have is that they don't know what they need to do to finish the sale, and that's because they have not looked closely at the title insurance. That leaves them feeling frustrated. This is sort of a very rough version, but at least I've stated who I am. Otherwise, maybe I'll think you're a plumber. If you don't say that this is a title insurance company up front, how are they going to know what you do?
All right, Marty, enough of your unconditional love.
Enough about
moving on to Steve.
Time for the tough love session.
All right, Steve, hit it.
How you doing, Marty? My name is Steve Isaacson. I own Isaacson Associates, and we specialize in printing, promotional products, and graphic design. In these days of COVID, people want to become COVID compliant, promote healthy habits, while also broadcasting their brand. We can help.
Stop. With whom do you work?
We work with schools, colleges, unions, small and medium-sized businesses.
Okay, so these are, you have to be specific. We work with leaders of schools, perhaps leaders of small to mid-sized companies. Be very specific about it.
Okay, my name is Steve Isaacson, Isaacson Associates. We specialize in printing, promotional products, and graphics.
Okay.
We work with leaders of small to medium businesses, schools, colleges, universities,
Okay, just
and
education. Don't give me this long list. So what's the problem that they have?
The problem is that they want to promote healthy habits and promote their brand in these times of COVID pandemic.
So the problem that they have is, I mean, why did they want to do that?
Why? Because everybody should be promoting healthy habits at this point.
No. I'm an executive director of XYZ private school on the Upper East Side. So don't tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing.
Okay, the government has mandated that everybody wear a face covering. I will provide a face covering that will promote your brand.
Okay, stop for a second. This is getting a little warmer. So the problem that these organizations have is they need to be compliant with state mandates about masks.
Correct.
Right? And so that's very clear and very interesting. And the reason they have their problem is that they don't know how to actually execute on that. They don't have the resources. They don't have a method. This leaves them feeling, nervous about compliance. I think that's a lot clearer, Steve.
Marty, we're going to take Audrey Schwartz as the last person. You got 2 minutes, and then we're going to have a quick breakout room, and then we're going to end.
Audrey Schwartz.
Okay, a little nervous now. Hello, I'm Audrey Schwartz. I'm a financial advisor with Mass Mutual. If you're like many of the successful professionals I've been working with, you've been so focused on your career. No?
No, that's a sales conversation. I'm Audrey Schwartz. I'm a salesperson for Mass Mutual. And I work with fill in the blank.
Okay. And I work with many successful professionals who have not planned for their future or organized.
That's a run-on sentence. I work with successful managers. And what's the problem that they have?
They've not planned for their future or organized their finances. Okay, let's say they haven't organized their finances or planned for their future.
Well, I mean, that's sort of symptomatic. What's the problem that they have? I mean, that's sort of, yes, that's true, but what is the problem that they're facing?
Well, they're facing that they're feeling overwhelmed, that they don't know what to do with their finances at this time.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's sort of similar to Dave, and I know Audrey,
Right.
you and I talked about this in the past, so I think that you might have picked up some of this from our previous conversation.
Right.
Is that so? You work with successful professionals who have not taken the time necessary for their families' finances.
Right.
Right. And the reason is that they are so busy and overwhelmed, they've taken no action.
Okay.
Something like that.
And this has left them anxious and unmoored in this time.
Right. Yeah, because you and I talked about this in the past.
Yes, I was here like 6 weeks ago and
I
you did
remember.
it for me. So I guess I've lost some of your.
But you got some of it. You were able to hold on to some of it.
Okay.
So, do we have time for another one, or are we going to break
No
out?
more time. No more time. We're out of time.
Breakout. Go breakout.
We're going to jump into a breakout room and then we're going to end because that's what we do. We end on time.
So what's the purpose of these breakout rooms, Raphi?
Just to get to know each other.
Go.
Okay, so I'm clicking on, I'm not clicking on anything because you have control over the breakout rooms.
1 second, I will give this over to you. 1 moment.
You would think after 10 years of doing this that we would know what we're doing.
Go.
No, can't do it. Why can't you could have just, okay. Ready? We're gonna have, we have 15 people. We're gonna break into 3 rooms and we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Ready.
All right, it's happening. Hey, David.